I didn't really think that they would actually walk me out. And this is the 21st century. You just can't walk people out for no reason unless I guess I was too old. I don't know.
Sandra Richards had been a support services manager with the Citrus Heights Police Department for 30 years. She says she loved her job and did it well.
My performance reviews are exceptional, and I would honestly say that I am an exceptional employee. I go above and beyond, not just at this agency, but any job I've ever had. Always the first one there, last one to leave, never calling sick, will do anything.
However, according to her lawsuit filed in federal court, Richards says just before she turned 55, her superiors at the Citrus Heights Police Department began talking about her retirement and about training her successors, something she herself wasn't planning. Richards says she was eventually escorted out of the building and fired.
Is this a clear case of age discrimination to you?
It is to me, yes. They just erased me. I was erased, and it's embarrassing to me. I've never had anything like this happen. It's hard for me to sit here and talk about it, but somebody has to talk about it. This has to stop.
Richards says she recognized what was going on because she had been trained to be aware.
The irony is this whole thing is that I went through class after class on training, on harassment and discrimination. So I have all this training, and then this actually happened to me. I couldn't believe it. It was shocking.
ABC 10 reached out to the Citrus Heights Police Department, but they declined to comment. David Graulich is a Sacramento employment attorney not affiliated with this case with the Wronged at Work Law Group.
Age discrimination in the workplace is pervasive. It's everywhere.
He has some advice for anyone concerned they could be a victim.
Well, number one, document everything. The comments that are made in the hallway, the things that someone says in a presentation, and keep that private. Don't keep it at work. Keep it on your own personal computer or papers at home. The date, what was said, who was there, who are the witnesses.
Graulich also says, try not to complain at work.
Try not to be a whiner and a complainer, because that gives them a pretext that, well, you're not doing the job, or you're creating dissension at work.
Nicola Pitchford is the president of Dominican University of California. She has spoken out repeatedly about ageism in the workplace, particularly gendered ageism.
This is a time particularly when employers across the country and across industries are really struggling to attract and retain great people. We don't want to be discounting the value of a whole group of employees.
She acknowledges from her own experience that neither opportunity nor discrimination fall equitably along gender lines.
I'm aware that it's still, nevertheless, a privilege for me to be a university president as a woman. And even though I'm over 55, I'm actually younger than your average university president, too.
Pitchford explained how damaging societal assumptions about age can be.
But if we associate change and innovation and creative thinking only with younger people, we're really losing out. And certainly, younger people tend to be cheaper. We can take more chances. We, as employers, might feel we can take more chances with younger people. But boy, the richness that comes from listening to older people.
Linda Lee is the Outreach and Education Coordinator with the Equal Opportunity Employment Commission's San Francisco District Office.
So are we seeing age discrimination in the workplace?
Definitely. We're the federal agency that takes in charges of discrimination, and I would say nationally, it seems to have hovered pretty close to slightly more than 1/5 of the charges that we take in nationally.
While it may be surprising, Lee says the numbers in California are actually worse. She says there may be some cultural assumptions about age we all need to challenge.
Maybe the numbers are a little bit higher in California, closer to 1/4 of the charges we take in at the EEOC. And in California, you're also protected with state law. And if you look at DFEH's numbers, their numbers are quite a bit higher for age discrimination.
So what's your best defense if you feel you're being discriminated against because of your age?
It's really good to know your rights, figure out how age discrimination is defined. So really at its basic minimum, right, what we're talking about is you are being treated differently at work because you are age 40 or older.
As for Sandra Richards, her lawsuit against the Citrus Heights Police Department has been working its way through the court since 2020. But she says she's not giving up.
I'm a pretty strong woman. Most people aren't as strong as I am. Most of it is for my growing up, my childhood. I've had to be kind of, tough and self-sufficient and take care of myself. But most people aren't like that. So if somebody like me doesn't stand up for it, how's anybody else going to?